Welcome to Cozy Room Podcast. My mommy Shan.
Hey!
My sister Ari.
Say hi, Ari.
Hey. And I'm Anya.
Let's go! Hey, this is Shan, mom of the girls. Thank you for checking in. If this is your first time at Cozy Room Podcast, welcome. It's a very random but frequently posted show. Enjoy what you can when you can. It's for new parents. Y'all are very welcome. It's for second, third, or more time around parents too. And I did not forget those of you who aren't quite there yet, haven't had your first kid, but you're thinking about it and you're just curious on what it takes to go ahead and survive the kids that you may make. Cool. Since we're all here, let's get into today's episode. What's up? This is Shan. Welcome to Cozy Moon Drive-In. We're going to speak on the copycat. What is a copycat? Could be your child, could be your child's friend, could be a friend of the family. Some kid outside always wants to do what the next child wants to do, but you never know what that child really wants to do because they never think for themselves. Naturally, kids always want what they see and have no other reason why they want it. That's just natural. But the reality is no kids like the copycat. You don't want your kid to be the copycat or labeled as a copycat that can't think for themselves. Teach your kids to be independent, learn what they like and what they don't like, and learn what their strong suits are and what they're not strongest in. Meaning, you may want your child to play sports, but they may think sports is stupid. You may want your child to like gymnastics, but they may think that's stupid. Find what they want to do. And if you see them being annoying to other kids and copying what they do for the sake of just doing it, nip it in the bud. Because it's easier to nip it in the bud when they're young versus when they're older. Being annoying to other kids will have your child alone, sad and bored. Some kids need attention more than others. And I feel like the kids that are copycats are seeking attention from somewhere because they're not getting it where they need to get it. And if you show rewards for good behavior and a child thinking for themselves, then they will continue to do that. When you don't observe it and say something about it, then they're going to think that doesn't matter. Find activities that challenge your children and their friends and push them towards that. I think copycatting is a way of learning, but at the same time, children can also copycat bad behavior. And when they copycat bad behavior, at the end of the day, you're going to be the one dealing with it. Their teachers, authority, and we all know how that goes. You know, asking for things they don't want is kind of like a form of competing against each other. And I try to give Anya, my 4-year-old, the option of what she can do. And when she makes a decision, I force her to stick with the decision she made, because in life, when you grow up, some decisions you make, you can't go back on. You can't always quit after you make a decision and it turned out not to be a good one. Sometimes you have to push through and deal. And I think a lot of parents and a lot of people who watch other kids need to make sure their kids stick with the decisions they made. Teaching your child to be independent, they in turn into independent adults. Do things that they like to do. Learn to be happy with the things that they want, and teach them how to be happy with the things that they want. Sometimes they're going to come into contact with a kid that has more than them. Sometimes they're going to come into contact with kids that don't have what they have. And that kid may feel like they're in a position to feel less than because they don't have that. Some kids steal stuff from other kids because they want it and they feel like they should have it too. It's not so much that, oh, that person, they just steal just to be stealing. No, some kids actually steal stuff from other kids because they feel like they should have one too. And in many ways they should have one too, but for some reason they don't have one, which doesn't make it right for them to steal. And I feel like that can be approached in a better way other than you blaming a child like you just steal stuff all the time. There is a void that child is trying to fill for the sake of doing it, or attention that child is trying to seek. Nobody likes a copycat. Sometimes, like when you're outside and you have a group of kids, maybe you go to the ice cream truck and you want to buy everybody something. When a child makes a decision on, let's say, a bomb pop, and then the other child says, I want a SpongeBob ice pop. Well, once you pop open that bomb pop, you can't go back and be like, here, I don't want this, I want that. No. Stick with the decision you made. Don't be a copycat, and be grateful for what you have. It works the same way. Copycats in school aren't liked. Copycats on the playground aren't liked. In society, when you're a copycat, as an adult, you are sued and people are coming for your loot. So teach your kids as they're young that being a copycat in life is not going to put you anywhere. Now in fashion, because that was my major in college, a lot of designers get away with being copycats. We ain't gonna say nothing. Steve Madden, that made a living off of copying high-end styles and designs. But a lot of people do it, and they make it for a cheaper price because there's always someone in the world that cannot afford high-end designs. But at the same time, it doesn't make it right. Having an original idea be copied is not a good feeling, but in business, it's one of the highest form of flattery. Okay, cool. You like what I like so much that you feel like you need to copy it and downplay it. Cool. Once you give something to the world, it is no longer yours. Once you share something with the world, it is no longer yours. You have to be a better person than you were yesterday. You have to make something better than you made yesterday. That is the goal. That is regular life. Hate to bust your bubble. They're going to be copycats as adults, but if we nip it in the bud when they're children, I think the kids are going to be better off. Okay? That is my 2 cents on copycat. Just teach your child how to do their own thing and be happy doing their own thing. Okay? Deuces, this is Shan. This is Just a Cozy Room Drive-In. Y'all be great out here. Hug your kids. Tell them you love them. And tell them, like, nobody likes a copycat. Okay? And the mocking comes with being a copycat, too. I hate when Anya mocks me. Nip that in the bud, too. Okay? Okay. Bye.
Bye.